Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Several injured in Palisades Road crash. Several people rushed to hospital following a two-vehicle collision involving a bus and a taxi on the Palisades Main Road in Kingston on Thursday night. The circumstances that led to the accident are still unclear, but information reaching reporters is that the incident occurred about 8 p.m. Firefighters were on the scene attempting to free the taxi driver from the mangled remains of the vehicle. 3 people said to be passengers of the taxi were reportedly rushed to the hospital after suffering injuries in the collision. No fatality has been reported. Mason accused of shooting man in face captured by police. A St. Catherine Mason is facing wounding charges after he reportedly shot a man in the face on Chilton Avenue in Westchester, Portmore in the parish on November 14, 2020. Marvin Bailey, 48, otherwise called Biggie Man, of Berry Drive in Lawson, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was captured by police in Westchester on Saturday, June 22nd, after being on the run for over 2 years. He has been charged with wounding with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Reports are that about 6:45 a.m., Bailey allegedly approached the man of a garage and opened gunfire, hitting him in the face before escaping in the area. The police were summoned and the injured man was assisted to hospital, where he was treated. Bailey managed to evade lawmen after the incident. However, he was finally captured and placed on an identification parade, where he was pointed out and subsequently charged. His court date is being arranged. JCF High Command defends action against Police Federation chairman. The Jamaica Constabulary Force High Command has defended the action taken against chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation, Corporal Ron James, over remarks he made recently at a funeral for a slain cop. Corporal James was indicted by the Jamaica Constabulary Force on Wednesday. Following a probe into the remarks, Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson has asked that disciplinary action to be taken against him at a court of inquiry. He was subsequently interdict from duty with immediate effect at 3/4 of his salary. The JCF's decision was on Thursday labeled as extreme by the opposition People's National Party, stressing that the action contravenes James' constitutional right to free speech and requested that the Commissioner of Police reconsider this decision. But in a statement on Thursday, the JCF High Command said, while it is committed to preserving the right of free speech of all its members, it remains imperative that such freedoms are exercised in line with the established rules, regulations, and force orders to ensure the maintenance of the force professionalism, integrity, and honor. The statement went on to explain that the funeral service Corporal James made several comments which became the subject of an internal investigation by the Inspectorate Professional Standard Oversight Bureau. It said following preliminary findings from the inquiry, Corporal James' statements contravened JCS rule, regulation, and force order and were viewed as disrespectful, unprofessional, unfitting of his office and rank, thereby potentially bringing the JCF into disrepute. It added that in keeping with its established protocol, Corporal James is facing multiple charges and is scheduled to appear before a court of inquiry, stressing that he has been placed on interdiction during the course of these procedures. The JCF said it stands firm in its commitment to protect the integrity of our organization and the trust placed in us by the public, and stressed that every member of our force is held to the high standards, while highlighting that any transgression from these standards is treated with the appropriate seriousness.
God helps you if the membership is not paid their overtime come this month. I am tired of the abuse being meted out and believing that persons can call me to intimidate me. I have not seen the man nor woman that is going to lead me into fear so that I will retreat from doing what the membership have asked of me to do. When I was elected, it is because I have the capacity, the will, and the power to do it. We are entrenched in law as a police federation body, and nobody is going to compromise it. Politics nor nothing will come in the path of the execution of the federation's role. Bear that in mind.
Police Federation Chairman's attorney preparing documents to mount challenge against notice of intention.
The chairman has now been put an interdiction with 3/4 pay. He has been asked to surrender his police documents to the commissioner's office, to give his residence and telephone number, and he's been awaiting a court of inquiry into statements made at a funeral on the 15th of July this year. We are very upset that his freedom of speech in representing his members of the security force has resulted in this unfortunate drag before the court of inquiry. Once this has happened, he can no longer serve as chairman because he has to be a serving member of the police force to be a chairman of the Police Federation. What are we doing? We are now drafting papers to go before a court to ask that the interdiction be set aside and that a judge reviews the process that led to the interdiction. We see this as an affront to freedom of speech under the Constitution and the right to be represented by representatives of your choice. The police force members have been restive, but Corporal James has asked that I ask the members of the force to restrain themselves and to allow the courts to intervene in this matter and bring justice. Whenever there is allegation that a police officer has done some wrong, which is not criminal, really, he can be disciplined by the police force. An interdiction is to pull you from duty, giving you less pay at the time, to facilitate a hearing against you. However, you must be given an opportunity to explain within 21 days why you did what they say you did or whether you did not do it. It is called under the rules an exculpatory. So we are being drafting now to explain that the officer was merely exercising his right to represent the officers and exercising his right to freedom of expression under the Charter of Fundamental Rights.
Residents capture crocodile in Duane Park. Residents in New Haven, Duane Park, St. Andrew captured a crocodile which was seen close to homes in community Thursday morning. One resident told reporters that it was a little girl who came out to use a standpipe to catch water, then raised an alarm that she came upon the creature. Me dey me yard this morning, and my little girl come out to get some water at the pipe, and she broke up on the crocodile. I don't know if the crocodile rushed after her or what, but she bawl out, and same time, a next big man come out and start bawl out, the resident said. He stated that other residents in the area tried to chase the crocodile back into the nearby gully, but it refused to move so. The residents then reported they caught the reptile and tied it up while they waited for the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA to retrieve it. Though the crocodile looked vicious, I don't know if it come out there to eat somebody. All we are on it, it nah move. We did have to catch it and tie it up. We did out here earlier with it waiting on NEPA to come and get it, the man stated. He told reporters that yesterday's morning capture of the crocodile is the first sighting in the community, as he believes there are many other crocodiles in the gully. He stated that during an earlier incident, a man was attacked and bitten by one of the crocodiles. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.